Hey guys, coming at you one more time with some summations. This is our last one, the last week of school, so I'm going to try to make this easy on you. Here's how most math teachers usually tell this story. Your job in class, they say, hey, for a summation, take the numbers 1 through 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 100, add them all up, see what it turns out to be. And for a kicker, don't even use your calculator. And the students are like, dude, you've lost your mind. I'm not adding those up. But there's always little tricks for this. So here's one kind of fun way that a kid did this. He said, okay, 1 through 100 this way. Let's add them all up. What if I ran 100 and I counted it down the other direction? So I got going uphill 1 through 100. I got downhill 100 back down to 1. And if I add each column up, this is 101, this is 101, this is 101, this is 101, and you'll notice every one of these is 101. So the fun thing to do is say, well, how many 101s do I have? Well, I have 100 of the 101s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 99, 100. And so if I multiply 100 times 101, that's 10,100. So some people would stop right there and they'd say, oh, my answer, add them all up, turns out to be 10,100. But think about what you did. You added it once and you added it twice. So if you've got this doubled to find your correct answer, you would just have to take 10,100 and divide it by 2. So there's a cool little trick question that you can get on your friends today. Say if you add them all up, 5050, and you did it pretty quick, you didn't even need a calculator. So summations are problems like this. Today is just an intro into understanding how summations are set up. So it's not going to be hard at all. You're going to like this. All right, what does a summation look like? You get this Greek letter E, a summation, a sigma. The bottom, like k equals 1, this is where you start. This is where you begin. On top, you get a number, say 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Start at 1, end at 5. This is where you end. And then right in here, you get some kind of equation, maybe something like 2k plus 7. So this is what a summation problem looks like. This is where you begin, this is where you end, here's where you work the math in between. So let's actually do about 3 of these. See what it looks like, and it's not going to be hard. You're going to like it. All right, let's put one up on the board here. Let's do a summation. Let's go k equals 1 to 3. How about 4k plus 5? So here's where you start, here's where you end, and this is the math that you're doing in between the 4k plus 5. So where you start with k equals 1, and then you have k equals 2, and then you have k equals 3. 1, 2, 3. Start with 1, end with 3. What you plug in is the 4k plus 5. I'm going to move this up where you guys can see it. Make me a little more room to work with on my tiny little board here. K equals 1, k equals 2, k equals 3, and you have this equation, 4k plus 5. So start with 1, then 2, then 3, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. So you have 1 plugged in, you have 2 plugged in, you have 3 plugged in, and you're going to work 3 problems to get 3 answers. So this will be, what is this, 4 plus 5, that's 9, 8 plus 5 is 13, 12 plus 5 is 17. So you got your 3 answers, but the problem is called a summation. So when you say summation, you think addition, which means you take your 3 little answers, the 9, the 13, 17, add those together, and you get your final answer. This is an intro to summations. This is your challenge today. I think you guys are going to dominate this. No trouble. All right, let's do a couple more. Let's change the beginning and the ending a little bit. Kind of mess with you. Let's do a third one. So let's do our summation. This time let's start at 0 and go up to a positive 2. And what are we working with? How about a 3 to the k power? So your beginning changes, your ending change. So you start with k equals 0, you go up to 1, you go up to 2, and then you can stop right there. So we're plugging in for 3 each time. 0, 1, 2. Let me move it up. So we got k equals 0, k equals 1, k equals 2. So I've got 3 to the k power, 3 to the k power, 3 to the k power. Which means we have 3 substitutions. Drop in a 0, drop in a 1, drop in a 2. So 3 to the 0 power, 3 to the first power, 3 to the second power. So you have 3 little math problems. 0 power, not 0. Hopefully remember 3 to the 0 power turns out to be 1. 3 to the first, that's 3. 3 squared is 9. So these are my small answers, and it is a summation, so I just add them up to get my big answer, which looks like it's going to be 13. All right, one more example on summations. I think probably you've got it already, but I'll show you one more. You're like, why not? It's the last time I got to listen to Mr. Porter. Gosh, that guy. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's change it up again. Let's go back with starting with 1. Let's bump up to finishing at a 4. What the heck? Let's make this k to the 4th power. I don't know if you can tell that's a 4 or not. Let's make it a better 4. So, this is where you begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where you end. This is the equation you have to work with. So we've got k equals 1, k equals 2, k equals 3, k equals 4. So you got to plug in for 1, 2, 3, and 4 all the way across. Let's do this. So k equals 1, k equals 2, k equals 3, k equals 4. Here we go. So we've got, what was this? What was our equation? K to the 4th power, k to the 4th power, k to the 4th power, k to the 4th power. Get that out of the way. So what we've got here then is substitutions all the way across. This time you have 4 of them to plug in. So you drop in a 1, you drop in a 2, your 3, and your 4. Right now you're thinking, I need a calculator. 1 to the 4th power, that's 1. 2 to the 4th power, that's 16. 3 to the 4th power is 81. 4 to the 4th power, any takers? 256. Let's roll with it. So these are your 4 little answers. And from these 4 little answers, it's a summation. So you're going to add them up for one giant answer. What is that? 354? I'm pretty sure 354 is right. So add them up, 354, that's your final answer. Okay, so here's the story. This is the last assignment. School is ending on Friday. So we better make this due Thursday so you don't have to worry about it. All right, so your homework, our summation homework, is we're going to do 3 questions, and it's going to make it due on Thursday, 14th. Let's do the first one. Let's say we got k equals 1 to 3, and we have 5k minus 2. So there's your first one. There's only 3 of them. Let's do the second one. I might be able to fit number 2 and 3 here together. Yeah, let's erase this, get it a little higher. Here we go. Let's back this one up. K equals 0 to 2, and we'll do 7 to the k power. K equals 1 to 4, and how about k plus 1 squared? All right, there's your job. You have 3 homework questions. Work them on your own paper. Take a picture of it. Email me the picture. And let's get this all done this week. and be done with this crazy semester. Ah!